my beautiful people. Welcome to our channel. Like, share, and subscribe. So going straight to the news, you've seen the headline. Today, actor Amechi Munago, now paralyzed, seeks support from kind Nigerians. This is an actor who has brought a lot of joy to a lot of people. And the other day, it was Mr. Ibu coming out to cry out again that the situation is getting worse, that Nigerians should help him. And a lot of people contributed to him. You understand? So, and this particular man looks like he has stroke. Based on what from the video I watched, I didn't want to play the video because the audio is poor. So the question is, why should we blame TINUBU et al? Why should we blame past leaders of Nigeria? Why should we blame all the governors in Nigeria? Because as far as I'm concerned, almost all the governors in Nigeria are useless. You understand? As far as I'm concerned, though, I don't think they are really doing much. If you ask me, some states, the decadence in that state, it will be difficult for the governor to do magic overnight because it has been looting and looting and looting from the beginning of creation of that state. But why should we blame the federal government specifically for most of these damages happening in Nigeria and the health system? If Nigeria had a proper insurance healthcare system, I don't think actors and actresses will be calling out for help. Mr. Bean, Mr. Bean, the popular comedian, he's been having health issue. You understand? But because the system is working there, he doesn't need to call out for help. And by the way, one of the reasons why most of these Nollywood actors of the old are in financial distress is piracy. Nigerian government, since I know, have not really put a very strong effort to stamp out pirating of their movies, and it's affecting them because if their movies were not pirated, these guys would have had a lot of money. You understand? So, going back to the health issue. If Nigeria had proper subsidized hospitals all over the country, these people will not cry out for help. They will be treated automatically. You understand? You don't need to beg any politician to fly you to abroad. I remember when they said Tinubu was Lagos State Governor, he used to fly out Yoruba actors and actresses that had health issues or they had one or two problems. The thing is, and that is why some of them thought that Tinubu is a good politician, is going to improve their lives. You understand? So that's why I fought such behavior. Because if the system was working, Tinubu doesn't need to help any actor or actress that is ailing. You understand? The process automatically would do it. It is a very shameful thing that Nigeria, the 6 regions, doesn't even have world-class specialist hospital. I'm not talking of Federal Medical Center. I'm talking of world-class referral, very large specialist centers in the 6 zones. You don't need to travel from your zone, your geopolitical zone to another zone to get proper health care. It should be within your zone. Then, healthcare, even in countries like Southern Africa, healthcare is almost subsidized or zero. Once you're a citizen, you get free healthcare no matter your condition. Even though it's not 100% perfect, but at least, no matter your ailment, the government treats you as far as you're a citizen. So that's why you need to blame the federal government. The state governments, all of them are useless. That's why I'm an advocate of let's scrap all the state governments. Let's go back to regional. Let the 6 regions govern themselves. You understand? Because the states are not the 36 governors. This one is doing this one. This one is doing different one. The growth will not be uniform. But if it was regional and you have good regional people, the growth will transfer to every place. Especially to be uniform. So you're going to blame the federal government because federal government collects, I think, about the 49% of the total revenue, while the states share 51%. You understand what I'm saying? So that means the federal government has a lot of money to run all these affairs, but they don't do it. From Jonathan to Buhari to I don't even want to blame Yar'Adua because he didn't stay long. You understand? To Obasanjo, all of them failed totally. So if the system was working, you don't need anybody. There's no health insurance scheme in Nigeria that is working well. There's no world-class private hospitals all over the place. The few good hospitals in Nigeria, some of them are in Lagos. When you go there, because I've been to some of them, the sizes are not that large. It's too small. I'm talking of world class with large expanse of land. It mustn't be inside the heartland of Lagos. I'm talking of world class. And I want to tell you that Nigeria, because I've been to few of the best hospitals in Lagos, and I believe they are the best hospitals in Nigeria. And I can tell you that, yeah, it's not totally world class in my eyes because I've been to other countries too, and I've seen how hospitals should be, you know. So you should blame the federal government. Holds a lot of responsibility in making Nigeria work, but they are very useless. Now the state governors still, the federal government don't hold them responsible through the laws. So how are they now going to work? The state governments are useless. The federal government is even more useless. So when people blame federal government for most things, people should understand. People blame federal government for electricity. People blame federal government for roads, you know, because the states are basically doing nothing. That's why I believe we should scrap this state governorship system. You understand? It's a waste of time and waste of resources and money. Let's go back to regional. Let's have centralized system where, you know, everybody will come to the region and the growth will be transferred. You can see that the only time Nigeria made progress was regional. And please don't come here to argue that it was an Igbo man that scattered it. Maybe that was in the old dispensation. Now we are in a new era, a way to move forward. You understand? The country is not moving forward. It's stagnant. It's stuck. Nigeria is stuck in the 19th century. So that is just basically it, you know. You don't need any politician to help you if the system was working. But it's a criminal organization, a crime scene, you know. All this subsidy the government is doing, they should have used this to subsidize food and maybe healthcare and electricity. A lot of people will appreciate it. But this one they are doing, everything is just 0/10. And I want to tell you that this Tinubu government, they will not do anything. They will just be chasing shadows. Anyway, guys, what do you make of this system where all these Nollywood actors are always begging politicians to help them or begging the general public? Don't you think it's because the federal government and the state governments especially are useless? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section.